So instead of just dealing with stupid bullshit, I figured I would be constructive and use the bullshit as opportunities to show my abilities with my astrological interpretations and my tarot. So since I know said crazy bitch from last night is going to come back again, here's just me walking through problem solving with my astrological skills and my tarot on when this bitch is going to come back and what she's doing and what I should be prepared for. Alright, so as some may know, last night I had a crazy, one of Dad's crazy girlfriends come by, and the cops basically told her, did you have to take her to court, just like I told her, and I've already told her before that she can't come back to this house or I'm going to call the cops anyway. The cops gave me specific permission last night to call me when she shows up again. So I've done all kinds of spreads about how she took the whole cops telling her no, and I've done every single thing about how she reacted to the Shin and, you know, being talked to and et cetera, me coming in. She literally was actually going to get out of the car and attack me or start getting physical, which obviously the cop would have stopped her because the cop was between us, but she was intending on getting out of her car to get physical with me yesterday. So I looked to see if she's going to come back because she's fucking psycho, and it looks like she's going to come back. So I did get a confirmation she will come back. So I did a spread on potentially what she's planning to do when she comes back. So the pleasure of the Princess of Swords. The Princess of Swords is a card that's associated with me, I guess, because it's supposed to be a woman fighting that has reinforcements from the gods and heavens and stuff. Then the Tower, which has changed, disappointment. So it changed the outcome of what happened yesterday. The Prince of Discs actually is associated with Forsetti, which is the god of justice. I, did a ritual on him and invoked him to oversee, make sure that only my family gets their fair share of stuff. Which, again, my father bought all of the stuff that she's claiming is hers. She's claiming there's receipts for it. And I'm waiting for her, if she actually wastes her money and takes me to court, I'm going to wait for the moment when I have his bank records and I ask for the last 4 digits of the card that was used to buy all that stuff and watch it be Dad's, and that'll be the end of it. I'm going to let her waste her court fees on that. It's not like she can see this anyway because she's blocked on my Facebook. But anyway, so that being said, she actually thinks she's going to show up and change things. You can come in. I did a previous spread, too, about how she's coming over to make the peace. More or less, that's why she's going to be coming over. But she's going to do it to gain strength. She's intending on recording us when she does show up, thinking that we're going to admit that, oh yeah, my bad, it's all your stuff. And it's clearly not. And then victory, but it's not going to be victory for her. It's going to be victory for the 2 people that are mentioned in the spread, which is me and then Forsetti. Because when I get a Norse god involved to say that nobody gets shit. So my transits were: your efforts to achieve your personal goals have been thwarted. Best time to cooperate with others. Garbled communication, talking with others, conversations, mental meetings. That was talking to the cops last night. So if she's going to confront me and cause conflict, Mars Day is notorious for conflict. Exciting creative person or project suddenly comes to light, creating a little tension. Your path is unpredictable, go with the flow. This is a time for upheaval and change. You feel a burning desire to overhaul areas of your life. So, my failsafe is always Mars Day for confrontation. Wait a second, I had a feeling that somebody was going to come by. Was it? So she came over last night then. And I felt like somebody was going to come by on Tuesday. So that would make sense. So 2 days later, 1, 2, she came by. She's going to come by again, and it'll likely be next Tuesday. So the pendulum confirms that Jacqueline and anybody affiliated with Jacqueline is likely going to come over on Tuesday, which will be here. Moon will be in Gemini. Exciting new creative person. So it's Venus, quincunx, Uranus. Or a sudden traumatic thing happening primarily over property, because Venus is associated with property and money. And then we have Uranus, opposition radix Pluto, so that would be power struggle, sudden power struggle. And Moon in Gemini would be communications. So, yep, she's going to show up on Tuesday. Let's see. It's actually great. I don't have anything else to do besides just this stuff. Like, I just sit here and obsess about charts all day long. Stuff I wouldn't waste time on if I was anywhere else. Alright, so 144. And knowing my psychic shit, now that we're talking about this right now, let's see, it'll be like around this time, or maybe a little further down. So, oh, look, there's Mars in the first house right there. Strong drive to initiate activities. You're spontaneous and like to take risks. You may be rash and accident prone. You can be aggressive when thwarted. So it could be around like 2 o'clock she tries to come. 2:44, that looks more ideal. Because this is where she's going to feel all victimized. Because Chiron in Aries, your sense of being has been violated in some way. And then there's Mars right there. Aries, Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is in Taurus now, so it would be fighting over property and being completely stubborn and resisting positive change and refusal to cooperate. And then Uranus being right there, so that would coincide with the calendar aspects that I pulled up. About, oh, are you closing? God damn it, I hate when that happens. I swear to God, every time I'm onto something, my solar fire crashes. Yes. There we go. Fast forward, animate. Hour. Yeah, so about 2:30 to 3 o'clock. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the Hades symbol in the 4th house of home, which is some evil bitch or some evil thing showing up at my house. 5, 6, 7. And Mercury's right there in communication with good fortune and justice. She actually thinks she's gonna, you know, she's doing this like she has the right to. And then Astrea, the goddess of justice in Scorpio, says you have the inability to let go of joint projects. Yep. And then 8, 9, 10. Pallas is about justice and law associated with Jupiter and blah, 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 integrity. So she thinks that, yeah, she's just going to come here and discuss with the Libra, because the Mercury's in the 7th house of Libra, and it's in Libra, about how she has rights to the stuff, and how she's justified.
She must not know shit about Libras.
Yeah, and she also doesn't know shit about me either, and she's...
Yeah.
And then she's going to come in and say, like, I'm so attached to all that stuff, and, you know, I'm so sorry I was upset before. It's just been a really trying time for me, and, you know, I just really need it, and I thought we could just, you know, cool down and be civil, and you can understand why I deserve my shit. And I'm going to go, no, bitch. So, Dina, in the second house, we have deep feelings about money. And we have 12, 11, 10, 9, 8... The sun in the 8th house. And then in the 11th house, which is the other future house, there's Pluto and Saturn. So Saturn would be cockblock and Pluto would be power struggle. She's not getting shit, which, I mean, I already knew that.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's nice to see it and say it.
Yep. And I'm just going to... And it's funny that she had to be a psycho bitch, and I had to block her on Facebook because I would just put this public and she could have seen it herself, but she'll still show up like a nutcase. I'm convinced.
So I just blocked her on everything. I'm not even messing around with that woman.
Neither am I.